Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from Santa Clara. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
3rd down. Purdy. That's caught. He works free. Right side. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, blocking his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go, set. Lady. Set.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that's a thing of beauty. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
They run. It's the former Oregon Duck, Jordan James. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
8-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. 2nd down and 8. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That one is caught by Campbell. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Get set, get set.
Purdy on 1st down. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On
the counter, it's McCaffrey. Not much mark to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Is caught downfield by Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Yeah, you. Yellow. Up.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5.
Second and 4.
From the 23, here's second and 4.
Get set. 18.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
18. Watch out. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on fourth down as we are through quarter number 1. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down.
18. Watch out. 21. Yellow. Up.
Here's Purdy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Red 80. No 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. It is a big gain for Arizona, and even 50 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
On the handoff, this is Benson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's an Arizona first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big...
To the pylon, he's in! Brandon Fry! Touchdown, Arizona! It's his third touchdown catch this year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Purdy works out of the pistol. Throw here down the field. It will fall. Incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's close to another first down. First down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's dropped down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
2nd and short. Normally this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. It has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Ready? Go, go.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Here comes 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is first touchdown this year.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready? What's up? Ready?
Darnold now on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
To throw again is Darnold. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Darnold to the air once more. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
5 yards on the play. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Darnold again. This is caught at the That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
49ers 13. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now Watkins on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. He'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And the 49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. Into space at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Again in the air for Purdy.
Intended for Ricky Pearsall.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
Back to the air again is Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and short. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 37.
It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 37 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal.
18. Watch out.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, George Kittle. the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, and I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Cardinals 16.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
First down.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Arizona.
And what a swing in momentum here as you go into the half. Here you are offensively. Not only are you losing, but you really just have a desperation, no time on the clock. Let's see if we can steal some points. And you convert. Tell you what, that locker room looks a lot different now than it did a few minutes ago.
We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break. Come back. Second half back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
set. Ready. 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 Ready.
To throw on first down is Darnold. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Keep going.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
On first and 10, here's Benson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 20, here's second down and 5.
Go set. Ready.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
And the Cardinals first down. A gain of 7. And the Cardinals
Darnold to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Go set.
Caught by Harrison right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready.
They'll try a run here with Benson. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
2 yards.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Go set.
That's taken in, and he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone, and it pays off with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Go ready. Go ready.
That's Harrison in motion.
Reset.
Benson trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Get ready. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Out to his right. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on 3rd and goal? That's Harrison in motion. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
8 of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
It's a gain of 2.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10.
Right around, son. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He's got his tight end, that's McBride. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
And Mike, week in and week out, I still don't understand how tight ends continue to be disrespected and left wide open in the passing game. I mean, he's the biggest target on the field. How do you lose track of him? Somebody needs to identify their responsibility, stay in their zone and coverage, and make sure they take that big target away. Because if not, I guarantee this quarterback's going to continue to look at him early and often.
A run with Benson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The RPO, and he's into the end zone yet again. Trey McBride, touchdown, Arizona. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Watch out!
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 49.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
Purdy gonna put it up again. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a first down.
6-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Throwing again is Purdy. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver going to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball, and he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Throwing again is Purdy, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. And he's going to have a Niners first down. As the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Get set, get set. 118! 118!
Purdy works out of the pistol. This throw left side caught by Kittle. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Cardinals' 21-yard line.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Complete to Pearsall. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Purdy again. Right back to Pearsall again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Back to the air is Purdy. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Again in the air for Purdy. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go side.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, they go with Benson. Big opening up the middle. Inside the 20. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned.